my god, a new Nintendo Direct. Are we going to see Metro Prime 4? Maybe Kid Icarus? Or are we going to see a new Switch entirely?
As you cultivate a peaceful farm life in the village of Lethe.
Okay. Maybe this Direct wasn't that bad, but it could have definitely been better. What I mean by that is that it's not exactly the type of games that made this Direct bad, but instead, the way these games were presented is what made this Direct bad. Although yes, everyone is right about there being way too many farm games. I still feel like if the games were presented in a different way, this Direct could have been better, but I'll save the explanation for the end of the video. Anyway, similar to how I did last time, I'm not going to talk about every game that was shown in this Direct, but instead, just the ones that I found notable and interesting. So with that being said, let's get started. Fire Emblem Engage. So starting this Direct, we got a brand new Fire Emblem, which was pretty damn hype way to start a Direct, which is also a bit of a problem, but more on that later. Anyway, this game looks great, and as I was watching it, I had to stop and think to myself, is this game on the Switch? Because the graphics look incredible, and possibly beyond the capabilities of what the Switch can do. But as I saw the gameplay footage, I was reassured, okay, yep, this is definitely on the Switch. When I initially saw this game, I thought it was a remake for the first Fire Emblem, which would have been really cool, but then I soon realized it was a new game entirely, which I'm still really hyped for. I definitely plan picking this up when it releases, so expect to see that review. It's a bit of an embarrassing confession, but I haven't played Three Houses, but I heard really good things about it, so I expect this game to be great too. And shout out to my boy Talking Crass, he's probably hyped about this game too. Next game, Xenoblade 3 DLC. It's cool that Xenoblade is getting DLC, and glad to see this game being supported considering the fact I haven't played any Xenoblade, so this new doesn't mean nothing to me. And it's a shame because at one point I was really excited for Xenoblade 3, but for me I couldn't get over the bad voice acting, it was kind of a turn off. But anyways, who knows, I might give this game a chance one day. It Takes Two. Glad to hear this game is finally come to Switch. Heard a lot of great things about it and it even won some awards for being the best family game and multiplayer game of last year. So looking forward to eventually trying this. Splatoon 3 Splatfest. Okay. I'm going to be straight up with this. This announcement seemed like it was a waste of time. Why is it even a debate if people are going to fight over gear, grub, or fun? It's pretty stupid, honestly. Obviously, I'm being grub, sure. I may not have proper gear or have fun, but I'll be eating like Kirby, and if I see anything that's remotely good, I'ma eat it. Octopath Traveler 2. Glad to see a sequel to this game. I played the demo when it came out and I enjoyed it. I never had the desire to play the full game, but who knows, the sequel, it might get me into the full game. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It's weird to say, but each time I look at this game, it's starting to look better and better. And I'm not sure how well this game will do when it comes out, but I have a feeling it's going to be a hidden gem in the future. And I may not pick it out when it comes out, but I definitely plan to play this game in the future. N64 expansion. Can't lie, I was pretty excited to see the old Mario parties come to Switch. But when I saw not only Pokemon Stadium 1, but also Pokemon Stadium 2 was going to be announced, I got really hyped. Because Pokemon Stadium is one of my favorite games from my childhood. So to play it again is really exciting. And I never got to play Pokemon Stadium 2, so I'm looking forward to trying it. So for this last game that got announced for the N64 expansion, the internet may want to crucify me for saying this, but let's be honest. Is anyone really hyped to play GoldenEye in 2022? I respect GoldenEye for what it did for 4-player split-screen shooting games, and to be fair, I don't have nostalgia for this game, and I grew up with Time Splitters if anyone still remembers that game. But I do feel it's very archaic in terms of how it's played. But hey, it's not hurting anyone for it coming out and for it to be added to the catalog. So I'm just glad this game got added anyways. But if I'm being honest, I don't care much about it. Pikmin Bloom and Pikmin 4. When I first saw Pikmin Bloom, I'm not gonna lie, I was hating on it initially just because it looked like just another typical mobile game cash grab. I just find mobile games to be a waste of time because I'd rather play a full game and find them to be very unfulfilling unless you're playing Tetris or something. But as Miyamoto was talking about it, the game started to grow on me. It did seem kind of cute and wholesome game to play if you're walking down the trail or if you're walking your dog or something. Who knows, I might even give it a shot. But when I saw Pikmin 4, I thought it looked pretty good. Despite not getting much footage, and to be honest, I played a demo of Pikmin 3 and it didn't really leave a strong impression on me. I thought it was alright at best. But I definitely would love to give this series another shot because especially hearing all these content creators talk about how great it is, like guys like Arlo just gush about the series, Speaking of Arlo, I wonder if he's pretty hyped about Pikmin. Nah, I don't think so. Just Dance 2023. Okay, honestly, is anyone hyped about this game? For me, I'm not mad that new Just Dance is coming out. They spend as much time on this trailer as they would for a game that actually matters. Anyways, I'm done talking about this game. Let's move on to the next one. Bayonetta 3. I'm actually pretty hyped for this. I remember playing Bayonetta on the PS3, and even though I didn't finish it, I really did enjoy what I played. So I'm totally looking forward to the sequel. And also, this game was in development hell for such a long time. So the fact it's actually coming out and actually has official release date feels so real. I definitely plan on reviewing this game when it comes out, but I still gotta beat Bayonetta 1 and 2. Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3. Okay, so this news was supposed to make me really happy, but it just ended up pissing me off a lot. And that's because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. And for them to just massacre my boy like that was really disrespectful. It's really frustrating to see a game you're really hyped for and really want to play, and it comes out for the Switch, which is great, but it comes out for the goddamn cloud. You know, it's like a girl that you like telling you that you're the perfect guy to date and everything about you is so perfect and how you be the perfect boyfriend, and then she dates your homie instead. Essentially, it's a slap to the face, but honestly, I might just end up buying it. I know, I'm part of the problem. But hey, I could just buy a PS5 instead, if those things ever decide to exist again. Sifu. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sifu? Okay. And I do want to try it at some point because I heard a lot of great things about it from a close friend of mine. But I'm honestly so busy with so many other games, so I'm gonna have to push this to the back burner. Nonetheless, I'm really excited for this game to come out on Switch and hoping to play it soon. Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Holy jeez Louise. It was so exciting to see this game again. For me, it's one of those games that made me fall in love with RPGs. And I definitely plan to pick this up when this game releases. But the thing is, I want to beat Tales of Vesperia first before I hop on Symphonia. And I'm playing Vesperia with my little bro, who's slow at beating games. So little bro, if you're watching this, let's beat Tales of Vesperia already so we can hop on Symphonia. You damn slowpoke. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Remastered. Honestly, not that much to say. I personally don't care that much about the Kirby games, but who knows? I might try that sometime. Don't see myself picking it up, but I guess it's cool that this game got remastered. And last, but certainly not least, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. God. This announcement got me more mad than it should. In fact, it got me more mad than any other announcement, more than Resident Evil 1 or anything. Where do I start with this one? I just want to be clear, I'm really excited for the new Zelda game. You see, when Nintendo's presenting the last game in a direct, it has to be a game we had no idea was coming for the Switch. No or limited footage on. So when the game is presented and the title is shown, it would naturally generate hype. So a game that would be a perfect candidate of this that was shown in Direct was Fire Emblem Engage. Whether you're a Fire Emblem fan or not, you can understand that that game being announced would be a big deal to Nintendo fans. It might break the internet if it was a new Mario or Zelda game, but most people will be content with a new Fire Emblem game. But the fact that they try to hype up the new Zelda game, and not only did we know this game was coming out, we already saw footage of this game, and they tried to hype it up as if it was something completely new, like it was a new Zelda game entirely, which honestly felt pretty silly to me. Now again, I want to make this clear, I'm still very hyped for the new Zelda game, and I'll probably make a trailer breakdown in the future. Now, although some people are going to be hated in the Direct no matter what is shown, I do believe if Nintendo at the very least changed up the order the games were presented, the Direct could have been better. I think presenting the new Zelda game first would have been the best way to start this Direct, because it's a game people are already hyped for, and it's a great way to hook the audience's attention. But it's not something you're going to save for last, because it's a game we already know is coming out. Pikmin was fine where it was in the Direct, and Fire Emblem should have been the last game to be announced. Now, one thing I thought for sure was going to be mentioned or talked about was the Switch 2, but surprisingly, in this Direct, it wasn't even mentioned. Now, I honestly believe the Switch 2 was going to be announced in this Direct, but it wasn't. And now I think I know why they may have not talked about it, but I'll save that speculation for the next video. Anyways, all in all, I rate this Direct 6 out of 10. I think it had some pretty decent games, that being Fire Emblem Engage, Tales of Symphonia, and the new Zelda game, to name a few. But considering it's been 7 months since the last big Direct, it's pretty disappointing what was announced considering the length of time. But yeah, I just wish there were more games where I can virtually farm out.
Welcome back to Forgotten Valley.
Oh my god, never mind, 10 out of 10. This direct is 10 out of 10!